When you are trying to lose weight, it is not just about being in a calorie deficit and filling your stomach with foods that have larger volume and less calories. And here's why. All calories are not the same, and the source where the calories came from will ultimately determine how satiated you actually feel after consuming them. I'm habit and nutrition coach, and I want you to understand how satiety actually works. Imagine that this bag is your stomach, and as you eat, you fill it with food. So imagine that this is your stomach after you have finished your lunch. And there is a common misconception that your stomach being full and the walls stretched is the only way how your brain actually gets signal that you have had enough food. If that was the case, you could just drink water all day long and never feel hunger. But we know that it doesn't really work this way. There are actually two more additional important mechanisms how your brain actually decides that you are satiated, you have had enough food, and you don't need to be hungry anymore. One of them are receptors at the back of your throat. Your system is very smart, and as you chew your food, the receptors can detect whether you are eating carbohydrates, fat, or protein. And they are sending signals to the brain. And once your brain feels like it has had enough, it will suppress your hunger. That's one of the reasons why it's so important that you eat food slowly and chew it properly. Because if you eat too fast and you just inhale it, or if you consume too many calories in liquid form, the food or the drinks don't spend pretty much any time in your mouth. So the receptors do not have a chance to register that you are actually consuming calories. And the last very important mechanism that will make you feel satiated and full and will stop your hunger is when you will psychologically feel like you have ate enough and you have had decent-sized, nutritious meal. So fill your plate with a lot of stuff, with a lot of colorful vegetables, make it look nice, sit at the table and enjoy the meal. Convince your brain that there is an abundance of food, that there is enough food resources coming on a regular basis, that it does not need to be in a scarcity mode, holding onto your fat cells and not willing to let them go. So if you want to feel satiated, eat food that has larger volume and actually fills your stomach up. Eat mostly natural food that requires you to chew it. Food that came mostly from a farm, from a tree, or from an animal, not from a factory. Eat mostly solid food and chew it. Don't just drink your calories. And make your meals look nice and make your plates looking full. Follow for more.